Alright, my name is Katrina Rapson and today I'm here on behalf of CareSure to discuss digital media strategies. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this meeting takes place and pay our respect to the elders past, present, and to extend a welcome to any Aboriginal people who are joining us today.
Katrina, why do you need to acknowledge the Aboriginals?
We do this, Jennifer, as it pays respect to the traditional custodians and provides awareness and recognition. So firstly, we'll talk about style guides that we use for PowerPoint presentations. For the PowerPoint that I have done today, I have chosen to use Arial type font.
Excuse me. Why is it important? Why is the font colour and background colour important?
Okay, it's important as many people, as you can notice, myself and Jennifer are both wearing glasses. So for anyone who is vision impaired or has difficulty reading the English language, it is a clear standard font, and by having a white background with black font, it's easier to follow and easier on the eyes.
Thank you.
So we've chosen Arial, front size. It can be a mixture. We have larger, obviously, for the titles and slightly smaller for the writing. I've chosen the black font on a white background, as I just discussed. It's easier on the eyes, easier to follow without too many distractions. We have our CareSure company logo, which you will notice is in every slide at the top right-hand corner, as this is a representation of our company and will help those to become familiar with us and our work. So again, font size between 12 to 40. This will be based on the information that we're going to put in. We have black font, white background. So the larger the picture, the better. You don't want to lose anybody in the imagery. All right, so use of photographs. So with all photographs that you take of clients and or staff, it is ensure that you are aware of the privacy, confidentiality and disclosure. You have a duty of care to the individuals. So you need to ensure, if you are going to use an imagery of someone, whether it be on a website, on a pamphlet, on a poster, that they know what you intend to do with that photo. You are not to exploit, sexualize, and remember to be cultural sensitive, as well as sensitive to gender and disability. So as a member of CareSure, you have a duty of care for the safety and well-being of your clients, as well as your fellow employees. Okay, so when giving a PowerPoint presentation, you need to remember that you will have a mixture of diverse clients and you need to try to cater to all. So if we have someone who's English as a second language, they might be able to relate better through visuals and having a printout of the presentation, as well as subtitles. So if we have an individual with hearing impaired, it's important to speak clearly to the individual, and if they have an interpreter, ensure that you speak to the individual, not the interpreter. This will also show respect. You could look at a possible sound system to assist for your voice to travel further. The next one we have is intellectual disability. So this could include pictures, verbal explanation of each slide and the information on it. Ensure that your body language is appropriate and not disrespectful towards others. Remembering to be culturally sensitive. So obviously regarding the language and pictures used. You don't want to come off offensive to anybody. You want to make sure that you are being respectful to all within the room. So a workflow chart. So how we work this is we start with Who is your target audience? Which is, who are you trying to get your information across to? Who is your audience? Is it the general public? Is it workers? You need to figure out who is your target. The next one is your message. What are you trying to deliver? Ensure that if you are trying to deliver a message, that you have all the information you need so you can answer any questions that come out. And media. What media channels are you going to use? Are you going to use PowerPoint? Are you going to use flyers, email, phone calls, social media? All of these can branch out in different ways and extend. The next one, how will you make it inclusive? So you need to acknowledge the needs of others. Some individuals may not be able to use social media, others may not be good with language. So you need to ensure that you're going to make it inclusive to everybody. And measure and feedback. Oh, sorry, back to how you're going to make it inclusive. Just make sure that you are respectful, as everybody has the right to express themselves regarding their religion, culture, ethnic background, gender, and sexual orientation. Feedback and measure. How are you going to find if your presentation posters are successful? That's something you can discuss in a meeting as a group, or you can hand out information at the end and get a feedback if they're able to follow and understand. If not, that's when you can offer assistance. And how does this presentation relate to Careshaw's key outcomes? At Careshaw, we are very passionate about hiring a diverse workforce from all different backgrounds, whether it be the elderly, disabled, Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander. We have a goal to reach 5% of our staff hired from Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islanders, and this supports our company's goal by expanding the workplace diversity and inclusion policy. So this presentation has been clear and direct regarding the content, makes it easier to understand. So again, we have used a basic font on a white background. As you can see, there's no distractions, and we have our company logo up in the right-hand corner. Again, this presentation will be available in a handout at the end, so you can go over it in your own time and make notes and discuss any questions that you may have. Thank you very much. I've included some of my resources to where I received my information from. So these are just my referencing that I have used for my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Claire.